Hey everyone. Okay, quick update on the racer and a few other things. As you can see, the whole rear end is torn down, rear fender's off, the old Spicer transaxles on the ground where it belongs, and the gas tank is moved, ready to be drained. I'm going to drain it most likely one day this week. Sunday evening, I don't really want to start this up. Don't want to disturb the neighbors out of respect, but that's just the way I am. So, the whole process of why I'm doing this to the racer. I kept on slipping the belt on the transaxle at pretty much only at idle. Sometimes you could get it to go, sometimes it would slip it. So what I'm doing is I'm building a retainer similar to the one I have on the diesel, but for here. So what I'm going to do is, also this transaxle is garbage and I have a Peerless to go in here. So I figure I might as well swap out the transaxle and build a new retainer for the belt. So if you remember, here is my transmission splatter shield. It basically protects the gas tank from the transmission exploding. Some people have said, oh, why am I running such a big gas tank? Really two reasons. I have no other spot on this tractor for a gas tank because it's a sleeper. It's a stock looking tractor that goes extremely fast. Really the only couple things you could tell on this, the front end is farther forward than stock. It has side pipes and it is lowered. That's really the only giveaways on this entire tractor. Rest of it, it looks almost 100% stock. So anyways, this here is the old transmission cover from the Kubota. I modified it to fit here, which worked out perfectly well. I got to cut this back edge off or I'll bend it up, and so I can get some access to where the pulley will be. I'll put the new transaxle in with the pulley on it, and I will get my belt retainer mocked up. Okay, basically the belt retainer is going to go from this piece right here. It's an angle stock that goes between the frame that holds the transmission splatter shield in place. It's going to be welded onto here. This is why I need the transmission in place, to figure out how wide this has to be and figure out where I'm going to mount it to. Most likely it's going to be going to either side of this bolt here. And I got another hole here. There used to be a pin. Since I've removed it, it's going to go right around this location here. Most likely I'll put a bolt back in, have a little bit more surface area to weld to. Makes sense. And also it's going to continue up to this piece right here. I cut this hole a while back when I had a different setup. I needed the extra, basically, movement in the belt to clear because it kept on slipping. But I have since remedied that situation by running a different pulley. I'm running a drop pulley on the transaxle, so it basically eliminates having to have this hole. That's why I have this brace right here. Also, this brace can be used to add more pins if needed. As you can see, I got a secondary idler pulley right here with a pin, and the belt comes through right here. I believe that's where it comes through. Yes, it does. That's the back edge. The back edge of it's right there. So anyways, I'm going to be welding the piece I have from here. It's going to come across here, similar to how I did it on my diesel. And then it'll have a bend in it here, so it'll come out around like this and end right here. Basically a big U shape. So that's the way I'm going to do my retainer. It should work out. The setup did work, but it kept on slipping the belt at lower RPMs when you go to take off. So it needed to be done, and the transmission was failing anyways. Being a Spicer, they're not really too good under a lot of horsepower, so, and a lot of torque and modifications. So I figured I have a Peerless on hand. I might as well put the Peerless in and get this all done with. Quick chat about my future project. I'm still debating between a golf cart and a side-by-side or mule, whatever you really want to call it. A few people have clarified and said what the clarification is. The mules are more, I believe, John Deere's, and the side-by-side is basically their own name. I've seen a few golf carts I liked, but this one I do like. It's a Harley Davidson, but it's a 3-wheel. If I can find a 4-wheel Harley Davidson, I might look into getting it if they even exist. I also lucked out on a golf cart modified with a 440. I believe it would be a dirt bike engine. I'm not 100% sure what it was. But also, I don't want anything 2-stroke. I prefer 4-stroke. I don't want to have to mix gas. I don't want to have to worry about oil injection. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now on everything. So the truck's still holding up really well. Still driving it all the time. So until I find what I want, I will show what I'm getting, and it might not be till I sell the Jimmy anyways. So unless I find something I want now, that's the only way I'd get something now. And a few people have said the golf cart seems like a better option. A few people have said the side-by-side seems like a better option. So I'm still debating on what will be my better option. But that's pretty much it on the Racer. Quick update on what's going on with my new project. And I guess that's it. So next time you see this, I'll most likely be building the belt retainer and getting all that welded into place. I won't be showing welding because I don't want to damage my phone. But I'll be getting that all welded into place, getting it all figured out. This here is the piece I plan on using for the belt retainer. I believe it's 4 feet long. Same type of steel I used on the diesel when I built that belt retainer. So I know it will work. You just got to make sure you get it bent right where you need it, and make sure you have enough steel on each side to get to where you need it to be. So I learned how to do this when I did the diesel one, so this one should turn out pretty good. That's also why the transmission is going back into place, so I get the right you know what I mean, the circumference of the steel to go around the pulley correctly and keep the belt on. So that's pretty much it. So I guess I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.